Today is day 4 of 10 biblical things for which to be thankful. Today I'm highlighting creation. I'm thankful for the way that God has revealed himself to us through his creation. I think back to when I was a young man. Almost every year I would get to go to the Superior National Forest in northern Minnesota, and we would grouse hunt. And one year my son Marc went with me. Also, when I was a teenager, Pastor Monte would take groups of teenagers to the Boundary Waters Canoe Area, and we would see the white birch bark trees and the green pine trees, and we'd see the blue lake water in the land of 10,000 lakes, and all of it was breathtaking. The color in the Northwoods is marvelous. You might say it's God's creative handiwork. Now I live in Pensacola, and occasionally my family will get to go to the beach, and we'll see the Gulf water, and we'll take deep breaths of the salty air. I'm saying that time spent out in the woods or close to the water, it can be mentally and spiritually therapeutic. It can be medicinal. Why? Because it helps us put the circumstances of our lives into proper perspective. If we're honest, we all know that we can become so stressed by our situation in life, so self-absorbed. But when we see a beautiful cloud formation in the sky or an amazing sunset, it helps us stop taking this micro perspective of our lives and start looking at our situation from a macro perspective. Sometimes we need to take a step back and see a big picture. Therefore, we see a bigger power than us. And as awe-inspiring as God's creation is, all he had to do was speak it into existence, and he did it in 6 literal days. As you observe God's creation all around you and even in you, you see how powerful he is. Therefore, be sure to recognize that he is worthy of our worship. Whether it's sunlight or it's moonlight or it's clouds or it's stars or it's the birds of the air or the fish of the sea or it's the beasts of the field, take time today to thank God for his creation. When you see any aspect of God's creation, see God, our designer, behind that creation. We can't see God with our eyes, but one way we know he exists is because of what we can see. His creation. Romans 1 says, "For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse." And so if you, like me, reject the Big Bang and the nonsense of Darwin's theory of evolution, and you love God's creation, would you give this video a thumbs up and also comment below and let me know what you love the most about God's creation. And don't forget to join me tomorrow for day 5 of 10 biblical things for which to be thankful.